Wow. I am debasing myself by making this video, and I swear to God, the Lord is testing me for it. But anyway, if you couldn't already tell, today's video is about being gay. Jori, aka Jade and Tori, the ship from Victorious. I didn't think I was gonna make this many videos about Victorious, but it's really what everybody wants to see. That or anime. And you know what? If I could just spend my time talking about anime and Victorious, I think my life will have, be well spent. Meaning, by the way, if you're seeing this video on TVWins, we need to move to the other channel. Positivity, folks. It's all gonna be there, so subscribe to that one. When I first, saw it in my rewatch of the show, I was definitely convinced that there was no possible way anybody else also shipped this, considering how much the characters hate each other. Then, I went online, and I discovered that while there is a huge community of hate for Victoria Justice and Tori Vega, there is also a community, a very large one, that ships Jade and Tori together. And can I just say to you guys, I mean, it feels like home. Like, I needed you guys. It's really, the discourse around Victorious is somehow so negative that I really needed to pick me up here. So I appreciate you guys for existing. Jade and Tori is a fascinating combination that I always love to talk about, even in the individual analyses I did of Tori and Jade. It's interesting to see how they develop throughout the seasons, because there actually is some visible development there between the two of them, even though their relationship is always painted as adversarial. I think it always is that way, mostly because of Jade's side of things. When we're introduced to both of them, Jade immediately sees Tori as an enemy, or someone that is going to take her place.
You better watch yourself. Can't take it? Don't push me! Eat your pants! You eat your pants! What?
You could just say that, she's the mean girl, and she hates any other pretty girl, but she's not that way with Kat. I think it's more of a, oh my god, that woman is so beautiful. It's more of a, I respect you so much that I can't stand you kind of thing. And Jade doesn't really know how to show affection in the right way. I mean, we can see this evidence in episodes like Walkstar, when Tori helps Jade with her play and we meet her father for the first time.
Anything else?
Would you please take that jewelry out of your face?
No.
Bye.
Bye.
It's not exactly a warm relationship. But my favorite thing about them is that it kind of contextualizes why Jade is the way that she is. She doesn't really know how to show affection in the correct way. I mean, think about it. She's the same way with Beck. She's also very adversarial with him. They compete over a bunch of different things in their relationship, not healthy, but I think it shows how Jade is stunted in terms of showing affection and love, and it also shows why she acts towards Tori that way. It's interesting that she treats Beck and Tori in similar ways, always arguing with them and challenging them. She's kind of like that with everyone, but the others she more shuts down. It's almost like she always wants to hear more of what Beck and Tori have to say. Their relationship, though, is really kind of rude towards each other, and I think was always intended to be just Jade is the mean girl, pretty much up until Jade dumps Beck. That is kind of a game changer episode. It's really where we see Jade break down this whole facade that she's, and this mask of terror that she's always putting on, and finally be a human when she's, feeling all of that regret, all of that anxiety about what happened with Beck. The first person she goes to is Tori. Now, she excuses it.
I don't want anyone who's cool to see me like this!
But does she think of Kat as cool? I don't think she's ever described Kat being that way. She just wanted to go to Tori, but she doesn't want Tori to know that. I can't let anyone, else see me like this. Just you. Is that not, like, I don't know, it's a little... maybe a little you want to kiss her a little bit, And then Tori actually is willing to help her. I didn't talk about Tori's side of things too much yet, but Tori is interesting because her kind of character is well, relatable because she's like me and that she wants everyone to like her. But it's interesting that she often chases after Jade's approval the most, especially in episodes like Walk Star or Jade Dumps Beck, where she goes to extreme lengths to help Jade out. And for what? Jade has never been nice to her. For what? She just wants to be a good friend to Jade and make sure that she doesn't hurt her because she knows that she's already been hurt in a bunch of different ways, especially after meeting her family. But from then on, they prove to be more friends, and then Jade kind of keeps that joke going about hating her. I mean, think about episodes like Freak the Freak Out, where Tori helps Jade and Kat, and honestly, those three girls have an amazing time out, and Jade doesn't even insult Tori that much that episode. Walk Star, where Tori helps Jade out with her play, and Jade is actually emotional with her and opens up. The Wood, where Tori and Jade kind of feel like they need to team up against Beck and Andre on the show, and do most of their storylines together. Why? No reason. Begging on your knees. Getting into season 2 territory here, I love watching Jade rock out to Tori's song in the end. Every time that Jade says Tori isn't talented is obviously a lie and a joke, because here she's clearly loving it. Now, I will admit she can be rather mean in that episode, but at least she, like, Beck makes her go sit in a corner, and she just goes and sits in the corner. So, you know, like, she's making progress, people. There are always exceptions, anyway. Like, Tori gets stuck is probably the #1 biggest exception to this rule, because of Jade getting rid of Tori's blood. I mean, that is so fucked up. I still can't believe it happened. Kind of speaks more about how she sees Tori as an adversary and sees her as so talented that her own career might be affected by it. Again, it's not healthy. It really is the most unhealthy thing. Terror on Cupcake Street is another one where Jade kind of lets Tori go into an extremely dangerous situation, and it ends up working out, of course. I think a lot of her pushing Tori away is kind of her wishing that she didn't like Tori so much, because everyone likes Tori, and she's like, ugh, my god, I wish I didn't have a crush on this bitch. Now let's talk about tension. Sexual tension. I would probably cite the Christmas episode as, like, the #1 moment where I was like, okay, what is going on here? What are the creators of this show doing? You know, this show was definitely written by 40-year-old men. Is it so great that all of these moments are happening? Who knows? You know, there's a lot of things we could say about this show. We're supporting it for the actors, right? We're not supporting the guy who made it, because he sucks butt and feet. That's so fucked up. It's interesting, there's so much tension in, like, between them in so many different episodes. The Christmas episode where, I mean, Tori basically just feels Jade up.
Don't be shy.
And we've never seen Jade be that open with anyone. I mean, think about how many times she tells people not to touch her in this show. But Tori gets a free pass to basically grope her? Interesting. Okay. And it just continues into season 3 and 4. I mean, think about Tori and Jade's play date. Obviously, they just, like, are on a date. Hi, Luna. Do you like Jori? Yes, she does. They're just, like, on a date together, you know? It's kind of much less subtle. But, like, also, they just end up spending more time together. They end up doing things like hanging out together for, like, no reason. I love when they come over and they watch celebrities underwater and they share their feelings on it. I love when Jade drives Tori to school.
Next time.
Scene is kind of terrifying, but it's also fascinating. What was her plan? Clearly she was not going to murder Tori and bury her in the desert. That's hilarious that is what it is insinuating, but that's definitely not what was going on, okay? I don't know, some fetish or something. It's gotta exist. Just so many at this point. In April Fool's Blank, I don't even know if you can really count this episode because nobody's, like, in character at all. But there's some interesting stuff in there. I don't necessarily like watching the moments in this episode. It kind of horrifies me. I think we're gonna move past that one, actually. Let's not talk about sexual tension. Let's just talk about season 3 and 4. I mean, think about Tori Goes Platinum. Probably my favorite episode for their relationship because it's actually so touching. This is the first time that Jade actually admits that Tori is a friend of hers. Now, I guess that she does deny it.
I can't do that to a friend. Or even to you.
That's a hilarious joke, Jade. We all know that you're full of shit! She definitely considers Tori to be a friend and cares about her so much. I'm so mad that while her and Beck weren't broken up, she didn't get together with Tori. Missed opportunity. Come on, Nickelodeon. Korra was only like a couple seasons away. You could have done it! You could have done it! Season 4 just really continues that trend. I mean, think about Opposite Date is such a great episode for them, where she really learns not to be angry or jealous of Tori anymore. I know it's focused mostly on her and Beck, but I really like the context that it brings to her and Tori's relationship. I think that this is a big moment for Jade, and I think this is a big moment, like, in Tori's view of Jade as well, because she ends up like trying a lot more things this season than she normally would, like trying to get Jade a date, or in Cell Block they basically hang out the entire episode. Tori fixes Beck and Jade specifically is interesting though, because it's obviously, from the title, wonder what it's about. It's obviously about Tori fixing Beck and Jade's relationship, but it's interesting to look at it through a lens of Tori and Jade liking each other, because they kind of dance around each other. But why is Tori so concerned about getting Jade a date? I know that it was under the pretense of wanting Beck to ask someone out, but it's interesting that Tori is willing to go to such lengths to get Jade a date. Gay panic is a real thing, and you know, we never know if somebody else is going to be gay too, so maybe, here's my theory. They're both bi, and they're both afraid to admit that out loud because it's 2012 and they're on Nickelodeon. Doesn't deny it from still being a fact. I know I sound crazy here, but just bear with me, okay? What if they liked each other this whole time and they are just finding up contrived ways to get involved in each other's relationships just so that they can feel a little bit closer to actually having a relationship with each other? Is that crazy? Is that crazy? Am I insane? I drew fucking Jori with a heart on my chalkboard. I think I'm losing it. So we should probably just stop the video. You can't forget about Victorious, the last episode ever. They are together that entire episode, and they egg each other on and push each other. It's some weird flirting tactic, I swear to God. And, you know, if we had just gotten, like 2 more episodes that wrapped things up, I think we would have been good. But, of course, no, we couldn't get that for whatever fucking reason. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video and agree with me, leave a like, subscribe, of course. Leave a comment if you disagree with me. And let me know what I should make a video about next. You can keep requesting Victorious. I'm sure there's more that I can make a video about. But you know, what are some of your other favorite shows? I'm sure you don't just watch Victorious. I mean, I'm not gonna have a problem talking about it, so. If you want to support us further, go to patreon.com/TV_wins. There we have extra content, early content, and you can choose the content for whatever you want to see on this channel. And don't forget to subscribe to Positivity, please. We are trying to move channels. We got hacked. I know it's unfortunate, but eventually we're going to stop posting on here. But I have to know that you guys know that there's another channel we are moving to. So the link is down below in the description. Subscribe there. Like this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really put way too much work into it, so I appreciate your support. Because, you know, I need mental help. Goodbye!